Blessed and happy Tuesday to all of you, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, my dear good people of God, faithful followers of the Daily Gospel Reflection with Father Jog, my dear kababayans. Today is September 19, 2023, and today is Tuesday within the 24th week in Ordinary Time, Year A. Our Gospel for today is from the beautiful and the wonderful account of the Gospel of Luke, chapter 7, verses 11 to 17. Our gospel for today is one of the non-pleasant encounter in the ministry of Jesus, because he encountered a funeral procession at Nain. And the gospel said, a man who had died was being carried out, the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. This is very sad. Why? Because this woman, she lost her son, her only son, a man with many potentials. She is a widow, and she's very unfortunate because she's a woman. She lost everything, and as a woman during the time of Jesus, she was equated to nothing because she's considered voiceless. She had no status in life. But amidst of this sorrowful situation, Jesus brings compassion and joy. That's why our gospel present to us that in a very desperate and sad situation, there is a God who gives and offers joy and consolation. Compassion and joy because he touched the stretcher, he touched the coffin, and it is against the law during those times. Why? Because touching a dead will make you unclean. But I like the words of Jesus while touching the coffin, and he said, young man, arise. And I love this one because it tells us that God has the power to make dead person to life again. And my dear friends, God takes no pleasure in death of anyone. God does not want us to cry and to suffer. We have a God who always turns whatever is ugly into something beautiful. There is a God who always turns what is unpleasurable and change it into delight and rejoicing. We have a God who always gives us hope and offers us joy. And the message of today's gospel is very clear. When we encounter the Lord, our sorrow will be turned into joy. When we encounter the Lord, our tears will be wiped out. Our mourning, our grief, our sadness will be changed, will be transformed into rejoicing. When we encounter the Lord, it is no longer a procession towards the cemetery, but it is an entrance towards everlasting glory. Young man, arise. When we encounter the Lord, our crying will be replaced by smiles and joys. You know what, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, the greatest consolations that this woman received today is this. Jesus makes her dead son to life again. And he told the woman, do not be sad. Do not weep. To end up with my reflection, in our life nowadays, there are so much pain, there is so much sufferings around us. And lots of people were desperate, lots of people were mourning, lots of people were sad, depressed, crying, and lost their hope. I just arrived from a funeral, celebrating a funeral of a good person. I experienced today people were crying, sad because of the passing of the loved one. And today, we are challenged that like Jesus, Let us bring compassion and reach out to them. Let us let our presence give consolation and hope. And let us make it an experience of nain. Nain means beautiful. My dear friends, when we encounter the Lord, it is an encounter of nain. When we encounter the Lord, it is an nain experience because He will turn whatever is ugly in us into something beautiful and wonderful. Encounter with the Lord will change our sorrow into jubilations and rejoicing. If you love and like this reflection, kindly share it with your friends so that many will be blessed.